We players tend to do a lot of bad stuff in Ck3, but what if I told you that there is a religion that's worse than us? Incest? Allowed. Any kind of deviancy? Allowed. Nudity? Public orgies? Allowed, allowed, allowed. It's Adamitism, the rare sect of Christianity that in reality was exterminated. But today I decided to bring it back, and bring it big, because my goal is to at least get an empire and convert the majority of it to Adamitism, whether it takes me a century or 5 minutes. It's closer to the first one, I can tell you that. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel or become a channel member to support me even more. Or of course you can join my Discord server where I play multiplayer Ck3 with some guys, and often I even make it into a video. So here we are, we'll be spreading fucking Adamitism across Europe. God, this is gonna be bad. I'm starting in Austria as a duke. I hope you can forgive me not starting as the lowliest count on the Mongolian steppe that has the worst traits, you know, and stuff. I hope you can forgive me creating a custom character. That's pretty good for this actually tough challenge. Anyway, let's start. First order of business, apart from revoking this small barony so I can make more money, is negotiating with my liege the terms of my contract. Because, to be frank, I don't feel like getting absolutely decimated. So I have to give him more taxes and levies. A lot more taxes and levies. And I get religious rights. Let's get a wife. One for alliance power, this one, 18-year-old, it costs me prestige, god damn it. This one gives me more, but this guy is gonna die soon. To be fair, this guy too. I'll take Nordgau. And now I have to deal with my vassals. Convert everyone, or you're done. You lose your title, and everything you ever held is mine. Also, I'm focused on learning. Theology focus, going for sanctioned loopholes. I really wish I could do something else in my videos, but let me just be honest, this is just the best thing you can do. Like, honestly, there is nothing better than this. Alright, you refused. You refused. Sure, you can keep it. I don't want your church title. Instead, let's revoke these guys' titles. He's sieging pretty quick. But I sieged quicker. But I'm gonna still give it away because actually I control a church right here and I don't need this. Just gave it to someone who is Adamite like me. Now let's take this guy's title. And it was invalidated. Now it's just his kid. Sure, you can just get a hook on me and convert. I need more prestige, so let's do a hunt. Prestige is gonna be very important since eventually I'm gonna be conquering lands by duchies. And the hunt was unsuccessful, but I got some prestige from it. The Emperor is fighting Matilda of Tuscany, of course. So far things are pretty normal, I just need to convert all these places. Look at this, my entire realm is almost completely Adamite. Right, got a son. He's intelligent. Also have another son who's also intelligent. And the daughter, no, that's just the daughter of my concubine. But I do have a daughter, okay. So I have a daughter and a son. And I got sanctioned loopholes finally, it took like a decade or more. Alright, I'm going for Salzburg. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about is that they might call in a holy order, which would destroy me. Let's call in Nordgau, let's see. He seems to really only have 1800 men, that's some good news. It's telling me I will win here, I don't trust it. Oh, I do now, I'm a great commander. I have had all the advantages, I hold all the cards. Let's go. Now let's siege Salzburg. The issue is that there is still so many powerful dukes around here. I'm gonna need to be pretty careful with who I fight. Alright, that's Salzburg taken. And the obvious problem is that it's still owned by this one guy. He converted to Adamitism. I'll put him on my council, but he's still gonna rebel. So I'm gonna have to beat his ass again. And I got a new emperor. Emperor Kuno II. A lot of factions against him. I just need to hope that he doesn't reach Crown Authority level 3, because that would suck. Farol is fighting against the Duchy of Bavaria for Augsburg. I don't care, I'm just gonna go for Tyrol. And I inherited all of Salzburg. Alright, that's way more than I need. So let's give some stuff away. I might get a divergent culture. Ah, sure, why not? Austrian culture. Okay, we're bellicose. What did we learn? Not much, but I am the king of the culture. What are we? We castle keepers? Alright, that's not bad. That's fine. And marshal, alright, that's also pretty good. I like how I just got an event that said, my wife might be sleeping with someone else than me. Oh no, says me, who has concubines. In Adamitism, all adultery is permitted, so I don't see where the actual problem is. And my wife refused to convert. What a bitch. And let's host a feast. And the new vassal from Innsbruck is gonna be the honorary guest. By the way, I was not joking in the intro. I think literally everything here is allowed. There are no bastards. Unrestricted marriage, divorce always allowed, everything is... Clerical marriage is disallowed. That's the only thing. That's so restrictive of Adamitism, really. How can they restrict someone so much? I can marry my daughter to the Duke of Lausitz, whatever we want to call it, but that's a strong alliance for me right there. I can't take out Steiermark still though. And I think Bavaria also might be a bit too strong for me. Who do you have? County of Bologna, that's fine. Yeah, but you have Upper Lotharingia. I mean, I have way more men than you, but that's mercenaries. Alright, let's give Bavaria a try. We're out sieging them, they're sieging Nordgau, I don't really care. And the guy of Upper Lotharingia is fighting the Emperor. I swear, if the Emperor comes here and beats my ass, I'm gonna be the most angry man on earth. I swear I'm gonna dissolve the Empire and destroy it. At the cost of me actually losing in this video. Okay, they're sieging the Nordgau capital though, that's not nice of them. I'll take them on. We need to stop that. Don't siege my allies' capital. Alright, that's Bavaria. Just need 500 gold. Then I'll get all of these guys as my vassals. Holy shit, that's gonna be so much inner turmoil. I'm gonna be dealing with that for years. But I mean, it's worth it. It's easier than conquering all this shit. Also, my daughter is my heir because she was born first, and we here in Adamite religion are very egalitarian. Yeah, martial or stewardship, she can be either. Adamitism has not spread beyond Austria, despite everyone here who's in power worshipping it. And I am the king of Bavaria, House Stolzenberg. And I should have kept Krems, because now I'm under my domain limit. Okay. And Hungary is a part of the empire, but Emilia, that somehow owns Lower Lotharingia. Also Carinthia is out of the realm. That's interesting. And he's still losing this Liberty War. I expect vassals. Yes, like this. Duke of Augsburg, Duke of Steiermark. And now I need to solve the issue of all of them hating my guts. The Przemyslit King of Hungary... he's not doing very hot. If I was in charge of Bohemia, it would go much better. Anyway, let's continue unifying Bavaria. Holy shit, he has 5k troops. He called in a holy order. Yes, Knights Templar. Alright, it's time for allies. It's time for allies. And Bohemia declared war on me for Krems. Oh, Bohemia. You just lost your son on the throne of Hungary, bro. I think you have better shit to do. Yeah, that's the duchy. Damn it. We might actually lose this one. Holy hell. The Duke of Upper Silesia is gonna come to my help. Because to be frank, I don't think I can handle this. They have 8,000 men. Even with the Duke of Upper Silesia, this is gonna be tough. They're currently sieging my capital. They won't arrive before they siege my... Okay. So that's the county of Krems lost. That's not pleasant at all. Another duchy here, Upper Burgundy. Because they're, you know, weak. And I can take them on without an issue. Oh no, he brought in 3,000 men, whatever will I do? Actually, they fucking dogpiled on me. Holy shit. Let's go just again, we have way more men than them. And I got only a piece of them. Alright, a piece of shit of them, maybe. And now that's their entire army. And I got a war banner that I'm gonna put up in my court. God, I really need to siege every single one of his counties to win. That's the most annoying thing possible. I swear, if the Emperor comes here... He didn't, but if he did, I'd be pissed. Alright, that's that. Now I need to convert all of these idiots. This guy refused to accept it. He's fighting me now, alone. Oh, my son, my firstborn son. He's even better than my daughter. He's gonna get this girl. She's a genius. Holy shit, I'm really set up for success here. I'm doing so well. I'm even doing so well that I split the empire in half. Look at this. I divide the empire. The Kaiser is charging at me again. Bavarian Adamite uprising. Alright, now this one I actually do care about, and the Emperor was beating my ass until I literally accepted that. The Kaiser is just an idiot. I was slowed down by this fucking guy. The Emperor is now Otta the Handsome of House Przemyslid. And he has 10k troops, 4k out of that is mercenaries. He owns the entirety of the Duchy of Bohemia. He's 52 and he's gonna die soon. His heir is this guy, who rules Znojmo. That's great. Anyway, I'm gonna take Krems back if it would be possible. Maybe I could finally get it as my own holding. Alright, as I'm eating up all the small duchies in the empire, I'm developing a new plan for my succession, which is called give everything away to my sons and daughters before I die. So the succession is basically settled whilst I'm still alive. But this approach to conquering new duchies actually takes a lot longer, because now I am gonna have to take all the vassals, revoke their titles, and give my child the majority of the realm, and put in a real effort to make them stable. Also, my wife just imprisoned our daughter. I don't know what's wrong with this family. Look at this. Now all these guys who hate my guts will probably say they will accept to convert for a hook. I say no. And now I just revoke the shit out of their titles. The problem is that this bitch, I already have a truce with her. So I'm just gonna say that I imprison her. Now I'm gonna fight her again, even though I already did. And I can't actually revoke her title. Also, my vassals heavily disapprove of me owning a duchy more than I should. And it's not, and I need it to be very temporary. There is a lot of issues with my style of managing my realm. Alright, that's the revoking done of this title. Now I just need to deal with this one. The problem is they're actually sieging my land. Luckily I should be able to make it there before they actually besiege it. I wiped my floor with them. Now I have her in my dungeon, but I can't do much. Except this. make her give up everything. And now I just give this duchy. That's in a pretty bad position to one of my sons or daughters. I was so focused on my situation that I didn't notice that there is a fucking Orthodox Prussian conqueror Baltic Empire. Okay, also there is this Kingdom of Pomerania that's led by this cool ass king. Look at him, he's very good. He's still Slovianskan and I think he's gonna die soon. He's gonna get so absolutely destroyed. It's funny how I'm leading naked my army into battle and apparently I'm gonna lose horribly. I think it's time to dip. Come on. Yep. That's a massive win right there. Apparently, it turns out I can't demand conversion from a Catholic nun. But the Catholic nun owns half a duchy, for fuck's sake. Well, doesn't matter to me. My daughter enjoy ruling this duchy. No, my son died. That was a good one. He ruled Salzburg. You fucking kidding me? He died internal injuries. No, that was one of my best kids. My daughter is decent. And my other daughter is married off in a bad way, so then it hurts our family. Fucking hell. For some reason, most people aren't really voting for me in the election for the HRE. That's weird. And other independents were against the Emperor. He just can't keep it together. I got a nickname, the Wolf. That's just, I think, the most common nickname in Ck3. Alright, I'm in a horrible debt because I lost a war against the Duchy of Prague, the County of Prague. They called in 5k troops out of nowhere, and another 5k of allies that just they got mid-war. And yeah, I was fucked. And the Emperor is now strong. I don't like that the Emperor's strong. Because that means getting free of him is gonna be much harder. Seems like we have reached a bit of a standstill here. The HRE is too strong for me to do anything. And I'm so strong that I don't really have anywhere else to expand to. Because most of these places... Like, it says that he has 4,000 men. But realistically, he's gonna call in 5,000 in Holy Orders. And then it's gonna be really fucking tough. So I'm not really sure what to do. Alright, second day of recording. I've been left in a pretty good position. The only thing I need to sort out is my succession. And I'll be fine. I'm pretty happy handing stuff over to my daughter. She has some decent heirs of her own. So that should be fine. Alright, let's get my last heir that doesn't have anything at Duchy, which is gonna be the Duchy of Transjurania. I'm taking out the Habsburgs. Yep, that's right, it's the Habsburgs that live there. Look at this guy. And 97% immediately. Now I'm just gonna slaughter his army. And I've won. Wait, if they all just convert, then I can't give my son the duchy. I did not think that one through. But it's fine, he's gonna inherit it anyway. And only that, so I can just go on conquering. And I just inherited a duchy I didn't ask for. And I just got slaughtered, despite outnumbering an enemy. I'm horribly in debt again. That's fine, that's honestly normal. Great, immediately there's a lower crown. There's a faction that wants lower crown authority. Alright, so the first thing we do is... I'm in a bit of a position. I'm creating a holy order. That's gonna be very useful, and I'm also hiring a physician. I had to do it in a specific order, so I could create the holy order and didn't have to wait for it. And my liege has adopted the 3rd level of crown authority. Alright, so we can't declare war inside the realm anymore. And I'm dying. But it didn't give me the 1 year thing. That's weird. Let's buy some claims, so my heir can use them. Holy fuck. Angria just expanded. He must have beaten the Baltic Empire. That's impressive. I'll be dead within a year. Now. Now it tells me that. And I am dead. Alright, a lot has changed. I have way more governing capacity. There's a fucking plague right here. Most people don't hate me. That's good. I'm focused on stewardship, that's fine. You can negotiate alliances, mostly with my brother, who's potentially... Why is the Duke of Augsburg again Catholic? The Duke of Augsburg is just... And the Liberty faction just grew massively. Alright. Alright, that means one thing. We need to marry off people and get alliances, because so far I allied my brother. She's married, he's married to me! What the fuck? I'm married to my son. And I can make my grandsons my concubines. Holy shit, hell no. But these grandsons are absolute fire, look at them. I'm not getting shit through them, but still. Alright, I need you to give me an alliance. That's all just inside my realm, although that could work. Yeah, married to Mission. Get Mission out of this war. I can deal with only so many rebellious dukes. And they're rising up. With apparently so much military holy shit. We have 21,000 men. Am I absolutely sure I can't get anyone else? No, I can't, apparently. To be fair, this is a liberty war, so if I lose, it's not the end of the world. I'll do this. I'll rush the cap. That's a bad idea. How is their army so quick? And where did you pop out of? When did this faction appear? Alright, this one's for the throne. Now this one's really bad. Alright, so I'm giving up immediately in the Liberty War. This one's worse. I need to take these things one at a time. I will put you all back on my council, which you already were on. But you decided to leave for some reason and rebel. Probably because you didn't want me to have absolute crown authority. I need to wait out the Emperor's death. Which apparently is gonna take a long time, because look at this. He's gathering these random bonuses like Pokemon. The hell? The fucking Iberian struggle ended before we figured this out. It's nice knowing I sieged their capital, and it didn't give me anything. Oh, the HRE is cooked. Bohemia is no longer in control of it. The Přemyslids have fallen, and this guy now has the entirety of 6,000 men, and he rules from Baden. I've been sent back in time, an entire year, I think. It's because obviously my game crashed. I swear, that's like the only reason they haven't really released the Chinese DLC yet. It's just because they're still figuring out how to make it actually playable. Seems like everything is still the same. The Emperor is... I think that's someone else, but he's still... Yeah, that's definitely someone else. But he's still absolutely cooked. He's gonna need a lot of luck. Augsburg, finally Augsburg, and everything in it. I'm gonna give it to one of my children and they're not gonna lose it again. Also, I haven't claimed the empire in this reality. Alright, it's time to start the faction, and there is a strong independence faction. Italy and Bohemia. Or wait, no, leave. Create a claimant faction for the empire for me. Boom. If I get it, I'm gonna get Bohemia and Italy to leave. I'll let them go. Oh, the independence one is going on, actually. The emperor's fighting. The emperor is Přemyslid this time. That's weird. How is he Přemyslid? And he rules from Užhorod. Damn it, this timeline. I'm just not used to it, man. Let's just do it. To war it is then. I call in France and... well, that's all I can call. I don't have my army at full strength even that I can raise. But I do have more than I've ever had. The easiest way would be to go through for his capital. Sadly, that means going through all of this Bohemian land, which is also hostile to me. So I'm just gonna go do some shenanigans. And there's another claimant on the empire. This guy, and they're going... okay. Well, this is gonna be tough. Oh, the empire's coming in hot with 13,000 men. Well, we're gonna take them on. They brought in the Danes. I brought in the French. They're winning! No! Can't allow that. Where did the Holy Order go? I created a Holy Order. Where did it go? Where did it disappear to? Well, that's a fucking scam. Anyway, let's hire some special mercenaries. And let's hire some actual mercenaries. They never... these last minute mercenaries almost never actually win the tide of battle, but yeah. How though? And someone died. My husband. The French have been sent all the way back to France. They'll come back though. The other special mercenary is on his way, but fuck that. It'd be ideal to get a better commander, but yes, they piled in slowly while we piled in quickly. I'm not making white peace. I know what you're doing, you're standing there in Bohemia because you've given up. Please beat up that other claimant war, I don't wanna lose to them. Let's go after their army. I don't have anything better to do anyway. They're ditching this place, they're fleeing, cowards. And I caught some of them, no. Still no. Running out of supplies slowly. My guy is losing the independence war, yeah, I'm fine with that. He did beat that claim war, that's good. It's time for a daring maneuver. We're going for his capital. Alright, Bohemia became independent, so did Italy. Now it's just us. His most important ally is preoccupied. He's done no matter how you look at it. So to be fair, his fucking home fortress is impressive. God, I lost half my army doing this. Like, actually. And it didn't even give me that much war score. I'm gonna have to confront his army in the field. Also, Bohemia and Hungary split? Really? All of this just to lose Hungary. Supplies regained? Let's head north. We need to confront this damn guy. First, I'll deal with this small ally here. I said I'll deal with this small ally here. I did. Just siege all this land. It's been just recently de-sieged. I can siege it all back. And he's gonna have to. And he is coming back because he has to. Got him. And that's most of his army gone. Where did I just lose all those percentages? Ah, this guy can't just help himself, can he? Let's go beat up the HRE's army again. And this is victory. Ha ha ha. Alright, I have took control of the husk of the HRE. Look at this. Alright, my boys. Convert, convert. Oh, I got the Reichskrone. Okay, that's nice. Also, I should probably deck out my corps. Well, it seems that I have succeeded in my mission. I rule the HRE, weakened it maybe, and I have brought in Adamitism, and most of my vassals are Adamite. Sure, there might be some civil conflict about to erupt, but I think I can probably handle that. So maybe I could do that in a second part, if we decided to do this, make Europe Adamite. That could be an interesting idea. Maybe create my own separate version of Adamitism. You know, give it a boost. Maybe allow clerical marriage, you know. As I said, I didn't expect Adamitism to be so conservative. Well, yeah, that's where this video ends. And the story of Adamitism too. I definitely like the video if you want the second part, and also subscribe and watch the video that just appeared on screen. You can also become a channel member. I would really appreciate that. I need the money. Come on, give me your money. Please give me your money, give me your money, give me your money.